1. A match played in the shadow of war. Just for years before this clash, Argentina and the United Kingdom had fought a bitter 10-week war over the Falkland Islands. Though the Falklands War 1982 was officially over, emotions were raw. For many Argentinians, this quarterfinal was not just a football match, it was a symbolic rematch, a battle for national pride played out on the world stage. We didn't think of it as revenge on the pitch, but for the people, it was. Diego Maradona too, Maradona the maestro, the heartbeat of Argentina. The world already knew Diego Maradona was a gifted footballer. But on this blazing June day, at altitude in Mexico City, he would transcend the sport and step into legend. Maradona was not just Argentina's captain, he was its soul, its magic, and sometimes its mischief. 3. The hand of God, a moment that shook the sport. In the 51st minute, with the score 0-0, Maradona danced into the England box. A deflected ball looped into the air. England keeper Peter Shilton leapt to punch it clear. But Maradona, 5 inches shorter, punched it with his left hand into the net. The referee and linesman didn't see it. The goal stood. Maradona later claimed it was a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. The world erupted. England protested furiously. Millions watching saw it on replay. The goal remains perhaps the most infamous in football history. 4. The goal of the century, a work of pure genius. Just 4 minutes later, Maradona silenced doubters and left the world breathless. He picked up the ball in his own half, spun past to English midfielders, surged forward, and at blistering speed dribbled past 5 England players, including the goalkeeper. He slid the ball into the net with effortless cool. 60 meters, 10 seconds, 11 touches, 5 players beaten. It wasn't just a goal, it was poetry in motion. Even England fans couldn't deny its majesty. In 2002, it was voted the FIFA goal of the century. 5. England fights back. Lineker's late hope in the 81st minute. England striker Gary Lineker latched onto a cross and scored with a header, cutting the deficit to 2-1. England pushed desperately for an equalizer. For a few breathless minutes, it looked possible, but Argentina held firm. Lineker would go on to win the Golden Boot with 6 goals, but England's journey ended here. 6. A global earthquake. The world reacts. This match was more than just sport. It was myth, scandal, artistry, and national identity colliding in 90 minutes. Argentinians celebrated like they'd won the war. English fans felt betrayed by the injustice of the hand of God. The media exploded. Headlines called Maradona a cheat, a genius, a villain, a god. 7. The path to glory. Argentina's destiny. Argentina advanced to the semifinals, then the final. On June 29, 1986, they defeated West Germany 3-2 and lifted the World Cup. Maradona, with 5 goals and 5 assists, was crowned player of the tournament. The 1986 World Cup became his tournament. 8. The duality of Diego, saint and sinner. This match immortalized Maradona as both hero and anti-hero. 1 goal born of deception, 1 goal of divine brilliance. Only Maradona could do that, break your heart and take your breath away within minutes. An English fan, years later. 9. The Azteca, a coliseum for legends. The Estadio Azteca, with over 114,000 spectators, shook with noise and passion. This game is etched into its history and footballs as one of the most epic ever played. 10. Legacy, a match that echoes forever. Nearly 40 years later, the 1986 Argentina vs. England quarterfinal remains one of the most controversial matches ever played, a symbol of football's power to reflect global tensions, a showcase of individual genius at its peak. It wasn't just a game. It was a story of glory, deception, redemption, and immortality, all written in 90 unforgettable minutes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Got questions or ideas? Drop them below. I love hearing from you. Until next time, take care and stay awesome.